Beautiful Igbos, what do you think about me and my campaign? I've been bullied online and called all sorts of names. I've been blocked and removed from groups, even Christian groups, for preaching equality. It's okay. For those who are against Osu being abolished in Igbo land, they have a single story. The story that their forefathers willingly dedicated their services and also pledged the loyalty of their unborn children to the community deity. And that brings to mind Chimamanda Adichie's The Danger of a Single Story. She said, a single story creates a stereotype. And the problem with stereotypes is not that they are untrue, but they are incomplete. Have you ever tried to hear their own side of the story? The story that their forefathers told them as the truth, which they hold on to. Someone commanded me to stop preaching against Osu being abolished in Igbo land, because that they are no longer marginalized and discriminated against. Moreover, that I'm scaring people by speaking the truth. So at that point, I realized that we also know the truth, but we pretend not to. Many have suggested that I marry an Osu so as to lead by example. And my question to them is, has anyone not gotten married to an Osu, Ohu or Ume descendant in your community? Did it change your perception of the tradition? Another young lady said to me, go and marry Kogi or Hausa. You must not marry an Igbo man. And my question to her is, are the Kogis and the Hausas also Osu? Because Osu is meant to marry only an Osu traditionally. If not, the gods will wreak havoc. I suggest you take your ignorance off me and focus on your inability to seek the truth that lies on the other side of the story of evil, kidnapping, and sacrificing of innocent human beings to the deities. No human being willingly took his or herself to the slave market to be sold into slavery. No human being willingly took a knife and put on his or her neck as a sacrifice to the deities. We all know how much our forefathers lied. Their wives never got to know the truth. We were told that masquerades were spirits from ant holes in the soil. Today, we know human beings wear masquerades, and it has become a source of cultural entertainment. We no longer have masquerade nightmares. It's a shame that our brothers and sisters in the diaspora practice Osu, Ohu and Ume caste more than the ones in the village. No wonder Elvis Toffler said that the 21st century illiterates will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn and relearn. We do not want to unlearn what we were told. We have sold our 700 to 800 years to what our ancestors said. Our minds are fixed. So how do we effect change and development in our society? Romans 12:1 says that you should not be conformed to the pattern of this world, but be transformed through the renewal of our minds. Let your minds be renewed so as to be transformed into our new world. Some people said civilization started in Africa. Fine. So how did we lose it? Because we are static. Be renewed in the attitude of your mind. Let your thoughts be renewed. Be renewed in your spirit mind. The deities and the gods you are afraid of have moved into the 21st century. An outward Christian is a disaster. Be mentally transformed. Let the word of God you hear become an instrument of light and change in your society. Osu, Ohu and Ume caste system is not bigger than us. You only have denied yourself the authority and power you possess as a living being.